For your information, there's a lot more to ogres than people think.
Example?
Example? Okay, ogres are like onions.
They stink?
Yes. No.
Oh, they make you cry?
No.
Oh, you leave them out in the sun, they get all brown, start sprouting little white hairs.
No. Layers. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers. You get it. We both have layers.
Yeah. Layers. Layers of fun.
Layers of beef.
Welcome along, everyone, to yet another Rebel playoff cast. This time, it's Stunty. Ish.
Well,
Some of them are quite big.
I don't like how people even question whether ogres are stunty or not. I mean, stunty as a team definition is they've either got stunties or big guys. And look at that team. It's either got stunties or big guys.
Here they are, maximum Ogrekill. The Stunty Cup champions, although it has to be said that they almost qualified of their own accord. They finished 6th in the division. It was REL 5D, I think they were.
My shoes were looking nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
They were only about 6 points away.
After I famously said I would eat a shoe if the Stunty Cup qualified without needing the Stunty Cup. Stunty team qualified without needing the Stunty Cup. Yeah, I was feeling a bit wary.
You would be, wouldn't you? So Metal's here, and that's fun. And we've also got the newly evolved Random Man here today, who I think should be here now. There he is. So we're back to 3-man casting. The Crusader one before was just me and him. But yeah, we promised we'd get you involved in one of these Random Man, so here we go. Here's your big chance on the big stage.
Yeah, and a fun game too.
Should be. Yeah, it should be. Here are maximum Ogrekill. And
it's not a myth or a legend. The myth comes when he gets his next win, and the legend comes when he gets the win after that. T.
For anyone who caught that game yesterday, it was honestly, it was probably the best one yet. It was a hell of a game.
Yeah.
So hopefully this one will be just as good. We have 3 block ogres. And we have some good puns as well. T, you'll be happy. Ogre the Cuckoo's Nest, Ogre the Rainbow, Get Ogre here, Ogre my dead body, Working Ogre time, and Game Ogre Man, which I've been told I need to put even more zip into every time I say it. What do we think, Metal? Do they have a chance?
This team. I like this team a lot. I mean, they've got 3 block ogres, which is actually ridiculously good. I mean, I'm a little bit concerned by the lack of development. And it might sound weird on ogres, but I'm a little bit concerned about the lack of development on the nobblers. Because I feel like the utility of having a couple of diving tackles... I mean, if you look at, say... Oh, I can't remember. The Mezzi's team over in G-Man. He's got quite a lot of development on his nobblers, including like an Agi5 nobbler, which is literally insane.
Yeah.
And a Dirty Player nobbler. And it's just, them having some utility really helps the team because the ogres tend to not have a lot of utility.
I think the concern that I see is, especially for this matchup, it's actually a lack of guard. Because they're going to need to get as many 3 dice as they can get in this one. And only having the 1 guard ogre might hurt them. But having said that, T's saying a lack of break tackle as well. But it's a lot of criticisms for a team that's done very, very well.
Also, I see that they only have 1 on the bench, which could cost them.
Yes, well, that's the other thing. We're lacking numbers. We've got no money in the bank. And only the 1 dive and tackle nobbler. If you can keep some of them alive, get them developed and start spamming that dive and tackle, especially in this matchup, it might be useful. Here are their opponents today. It is the Sidestreet Chaps, Rocklobstrocity's team. And they have 6 dodge players, and 3 of those are blodge. It's interesting, actually. That's less blodge than I thought there was going to be.
You've got to remember this is only a 1-season-old team. I mean, there's a lot. There's quite a lot. Still. But there's not... it's not absolutely impressive. It's a nice-looking team. It's got options. And I think the Witches are going to enjoy Nobblers a lot.
What do you make of Juggernaut as first skill on a witch?
I like it. It's no secret to anyone who listens to the podcast how much I like Frenzy Juggernaut as a combo. No secret. And yeah, okay, James is right. The coach name is also fantastic. But I like it. The utility is great. I mean, especially having wrestle after Juggernaut feels weird, but I think it's optional, right?
Well, it's the double, isn't it? But then I guess the wrestle kind of, considering you've already got a few wrestle players.
See, are you still going on about the fact that I could have opted to surf a dwarf if I wanted to lose a match? Because that was how you lose the match, if I commit to surfing the guy rather than commit to winning. But okay, sure. Yeah, I could have surfed a dwarf.
Other interesting thing, only one tackle. Bunny Shyheart has some work to do today.
When I was actually doing the tippings, I thought I saw that the Blitzer had Mighty Blow 2, the tackle one, but seems like
alas,
it's
it
wrong.
does not. How is the tipping looking for this one? I should be able to see because they're right towards the actual start of the bracket, I think. Although that's a no, I cannot find them. This tipping thing's a bloody mess when you try and look at it like this. Where are they? Who knows? Anyone who can give me some numbers on how many people have tipped the Ogres to win? Oh, that was the issue. This game got knacked up, didn't it?
It was a very late one, thanks to Sidestreet Chaps. Division being a bit of a mess with unplayed games at the end of the season.
So, in short, I don't know how many people have tipped the Ogres to win, but let's just assume that everyone has. We're about 7 minutes away from kickoff, so that's not too far at all. So grab yourselves a drink, get your feet up, make yourselves comfortable. I'm just trying to find they're both REL teams. This is one of, I think, only 2 REL versus REL games. And the other interesting thing as well is that it's 2 one-season-old teams.
Yeah, this is one of the few matchups where both teams are as old as each other. It's also I think it's the only matchup in the entire bracket where there's one other matchup, I think, across the entire bracket where they're playing in the same region as each other.
Yeah, there was basically the numbers didn't work out, and there was one match where we had to get REL versus REL. But I think this is the only game which is fresh team versus fresh team.
What's the TV differential?
That's 1600 to 1590. There's 10 difference.
So actually, potentially, the Sidestreet Chaps could be the lower one if they chose to drop their bank, because they're at 180. And that would actually allow them to spend their bank because of the underdog rules.
They have literally just bought a player.
Oh, okay.
In the time we've been talking. So they're now at 1640, and that's going to give Maximum Ogrekill 50k in the bank.
That's a babe.
That's a babe. All day, every day, that's a babe. So that could get some nobblers back. Slippy Falls Down has just been signed for the Sidestreet Chaps. Expect to see him fail a GFI at some point today.
I think you're asking for it, really, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just checking the records of teams. And it was Division 5D that had Maximum Ogrekill. They had 6 wins, 2 draws, and 5 losses. So more wins than losses as Ogres is bloody impressive. That's really good. 20 points. And they were only 6 points behind the actual second place qualification position.
Oh, wow.
They did have Dark Elves in their division. I will try to find out how they did, but I think Randomaxomus was saying before that he struggled, to put it bluntly. They played against Nuffle Nose Wonk Elf Fun, who were Dark Elves, and they lost 4-0. So the only way is up on that one.
Yeah.
They also lost 1-0 to the Woods of Holly. So
Yeah, he did say he'd struggled against elves, even when they didn't have blodge.
They've played 2 games against Dark Elves. They've had no wins, 2 defeats, and 0-5 across
You know
the two
what
games.
they say though, right? Third time is the charm, and also maybe he picked up the tricks he needed to actually succeed.
Very true.
You know, he could have learned some valuable lessons from them.
Sidestreet Chaps. They were 9-3-1, I believe, once their final bye week was processed. So they won that division by 5 points in the end, I believe, over the Midsummer Nightmares. It was 2 Dark Elf teams that qualified from 5e. And they didn't have any Ogres in that division. I believe there was no Stunty teams. There was a Vampire team in there, but they're not really. There's 2 Vampire teams in there, actually. But they're not really Stunty. In fact, they're not Stunty. So we don't know how they're going to cope. We've got no previous record of this team against Ogres. We are probably about 3 minutes away from kickoff now. What are we thinking, gents?
I think I tipped. I think the Ogres, just because I really want them to do well, and I figure the support might give Randomaxomus that boost he needs. You know, if he knows people are going for him.
Yeah, I love the Ogres, but like the amount of dots on the team, and I just can't see them winning this match.
I think I've also backed the Chaps. As a fellow Stunty Cup coach, I of course have a little soft spot for the Ogres, because I've done a season of Stunty and it can be painful at times. But it's gonna be a tough one for them. I don't think Elf was necessarily the matchup they might have been looking for. But if they can cause some early damage, they've got a lot of Mighty Blow, then they might be able to sort of give themselves a bit of a numbers advantage.
Also, right, and this is key, doesn't everybody want the Ogres to win? Because if the Ogres keep winning, the likelihood of Kedger's eating a t-shirt just increases exponentially. And I didn't eat my shoe, but I'd love to see Kedger's eat a t-shirt.
Ogre's only running 3 rerolls. So if we start boneheading, the thing with Ogres is you have to play around the boneheads and work out, can I live with that bonehead? Or is that a key bonehead that I now have to reroll?
Absolutely.
It's finding that balancing act that says, right, okay, how did Ogres get this far? They won the Stunty Cup, Sean Man. So there was always going to be a Stunty team in the playoffs because we had the Stunty Cup competition.
However, they were so close to just getting through normally. They were only 6 points away, and 6 points isn't a great deal.
Yeah, exactly right. Stunty Cup was basically, across all 3 regions, the best. The Stunty team with the best record was entitled to a playoff spot, and Maximum Ogrekill were really quite far ahead of the rest in the end.
Yeah, I mean, I think they only got beaten by 1 team as far as TD diff went as well, in the Stunty bracket, and I think they got beaten by 1 team in the Kaz diff as well. So they were literally across the board almost the best performing Stunty team by every metric we used.
The game is live.
Oh yeah. Looking forward to this one.
Squiggy in Discord. Come on, Ogres. I've got a size 13 and a bottle of ketchup with Kedgy's name on it.
Do you allow ketchup to assist the lubrication of the shirt?
So, we've actually missed the kickoff here. And we're just coming in as the Dark Elves are receiving the ball. And we've got an instant blitz coming on. A Nobbler from the tackle and finds a POW. And Turkey says Nobble is fine. He survives.
And despite the minus movement's going to hurt though because he's got to stand back up. So
this looking to me like Rocklobstrocity is not messing around, and we are going to try and go for the quick score.
Yeah, I mean, if we just keep running the score up, I suppose it could work out really well for them.
Yeah, scoring lots of touchdowns will probably win them the game. That's quite a statement.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the easiest to score with Ogres against Dark Elves.
It's not the easiest to score with Ogres against anyone, and that is a stun.
Well, especially not against the Dark Elves. They're a really good defensive team.
That was a huge roundhouse kick to the face. That was right in the glass jaw, putting him on his butt.
Yeah, Charm Bracelet has the ball. Strong Arm will probably be in play. on the next turn. He's not going to make the pass this time. But honestly, do you see a world where the tackle blitzer isn't targeted by the piling on ogre?
Well, you aim for the tackle as frequently as possible with the ogres, because if you can protect your nobblers, you know, it gives you the way to get back in, right?
Do you know the way? There is a stand firm.
That feels like it's not going anywhere.
Look at him laugh. Weak effort.
Okay. I actually feel like he's probably going to aim for coaching opportunity here, because he's the only one that doesn't have blodge in that scenario, and with block on the ogre, that's a fair chance of bringing him down on a 2 dice.
No, he will make the 3 dice. At least I would.
The blitz is absolutely going to go at the tackle blitzer.
I feel so, yeah.
Because that is such an important piece in this game. You can make it a 3 dice comfortably. You can also get some dive and tackle around him, just to be on the safe side. Though that might risk getting your dive and tackle hurt. He does not have, interestingly, a Bloodwiser Babe. He actually has Snotty Puffball on the bench.
Yeah, I just noticed.
He's gone for the Loner Nobbler as opposed to the Bloodwiser Babe.
That's a bold. I suppose it means he's going to be fouling.
In the George Fleiss School of Loners, how are we feeling about Snotty Puffball?
Well, I feel like that's not what we expected to happen, for one. And 2, you, my friend, are the loner expert, not me.
Snotty Puffball. Could be the hero today.
It's certainly a name.
Oh, Bonehead Blitz.
Oh, no.
The Blitz is gone.
Bonehead on the Blitz always hurts. I don't know why he didn't go for the tackle. I'm very surprised. That'd have been my point of attack. But then again, you know, who are we to question the man who made
There we go. You called it.
Nice, a KO.
Block doing everything he needed it to, that. So I was 50% right on the following action.
Apparently Snotty Puffball has no Tem the Stick Wielder.
In that he's not getting hired and therefore isn't going to cost you an ogre. When everyone told you not to hire him, and you did anyway. Ooh.
Sometimes you just got to go with the memes.
No, the coaching opportunity, Eldar, is not getting hit in the face by an ogre, to be fair.
Yeah, he will live to be coached again. Now, there are technically 2 scoring threats. Oh, hello.
There's some pressure.
Ogre the Cuckoo's Nest has had an idea. Does he want the double GFI to mark the ball with an ogre?
That would be a bold strike.
There's a sacrificial Nobbler. Poor Dub Nobbler with my head man. Is what that says.
I love these Nobbler names. I love this entire team theme. It's so good. So good.
That is a safety ogre.
He's got blockers and break tackle as well, so he can absolutely cover. Well, things.
Okay, so we've offered up a lot of 3 dice if we want, but we are trying to prevent the skull. We're going to take that 3 dice with tackle, and we're going to roll a triple push.
Bunny Shyheart just not doing the job. Certainly not earning his wages there. Now we have got Game Ogre Man was the one that got stunned, so he's going to be outplayed for a bit if the Dark Elves can get away from him.
There goes one knockbar.
Turkey says nubble nubble. He's gone.
It's so good!
So it's 1 removal each. Removing a Dark Elf, much more value than removing a Nobbler, of course.
See, didn't you have to leave? He's been quite active in chat for someone who said he had to leave.
He's mainly been chatting about how he has to leave.
Yeah. It's just such a shame they're called Nobblers, because Snotlings was such a better player name. Right,
Why?
key point here. Ogre the Cuckoo's Nest does not have break tackle and is now marked by a blodge step blitzer. So
He's about to get blitzed.
I feel like he is, yeah.
This is clearly our blitzer, Mr. Strength 4.
Well, it certainly allows them to fight back against Ogres more without committing as many players, doesn't it? So there is that. And also, 1 SPP away from a level. I'd personally be hunting the Snotlings with him to try and find him that Kaz.
Yeah. Unless he's like planning to foul the Ogres, I don't think like trying to get them off the pitch is that good of an idea.
Oh, that's going to be wrestle on work and ogre time. That frees up the Witch Elf. I don't think we're going to see a Witch Elf foul, because I don't think I've ever seen a Witch Elf foul.
It's pretty good. It's like she just stamps down on them with her high heels. Of course I've seen a Witch Elf foul. Are you even surprised I haven't?
So, moving the Witch over to mark up one of the prone ogres. I think that one was Game Ogre, man. We still have 2 scoring threats, but of course we do have the opportunity to blitz the pair of them. And the runner, who looks an awful lot like Iron Man with that helmet on. Just moving 1 square forward. That keeps him out of range of all of the ogres. Some of you guys might remember a match earlier in the season where a Nobbler was thrown at an elf ball carrier and went for a 3 dice uphill and managed to take him down.
Yeah, I remember that.
If that happens again, that would be bloody good.
I wouldn't hate it at all.
Is he now going to target tackle?
It looks like he's going to target this blodger. Unless we're just putting dive and tackle on the blodge. It would make a lot of sense, to be fair. I'd like to see him target the tackle. I just don't think he wants to commit 2 ogres over there.
Yeah, the problem is, like, if he wants to put pressure, he just leaves the field too open for the elves to move up.
Bonehead on the blitz again! Rerolled into Boneheads!
That's gonna hurt.
What is Ogre My Dead Body playing at today?
Why is he the designated blitzer when there's another ogre with piling on is a bigger question.
He has Juggernaut.
But where is the Juggernaut? I mean, what, is he blitzing a wrestle guy?
Well, it's just because if he rolls the both down, he can turn it into a push. It's like a safety net.
I don't like it. I think when you've got a pile on ogre, you pile on with the ogre.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, I didn't make playoffs with an ogre team, so you know.
Quite a passive defense. We still have scoring options.
I don't like that he based 2 Knobblers, because they can easily go away from the pitch just from 1 hit.
Much like this. Oh, nope, he's fine.
Of course.
That one could hurt Nobble Savage. Nope, he's fine as well.
Okay, well, he has proven me wrong.
Welcome to casting.
Yeah, he welcome to casting where you make everything up and everything you suggest is a good play doesn't get played.
Ogre the Cuckoo's Nest doing some work here, mocking the elf, trying to take him down.
I love how they laugh every time you fail to knock them down.
Ogres have some of the best animations in this entire game.
I agree. I think, actually, big guys in general have incredible animations for some of the stuff that you don't expect to see them. Like, you know, if you look at their scoring animations, like the Yeti thinks he's like a member of the Harlem Globetrotters and spins the Blood Bowl around like a basketball on 1 claw. And you're like, he's had you on. How is he doing that? But I feel like Cyanide put in really, really good animations on the big guys, things that happen less often, as almost a reward for getting them done.
Yeah.
Is my thoughts.
I think I'd agree. you tend to see quite short animations for elves. And I guess that's a lot to do with you're going to see elf touchdown animations a lot. So you're going to get bored of them.
Look at your intro video and the Blitzra scoring animation is incredible.
It's so good.
Yeah.
The moment I saw that, I'm like, well, that's going to end the intro video because that's remarkable.
And if you've seen a Flesh Golem score before, and they basically pull out full-on Disco Fever moves, you know, Saturday Night Fever maneuvers from the old Flesh Golems.
I also really like a Nurgle Barrier touchdown.
Okay, we are going for an oblet. 2 dice only, which is a bizarre decision.
Yeah, if he'd come in from any other angle, wouldn't have needed to be a 2 dice. I don't know.
Also, I'm not sure why he is splitting with the wrestle guy when he has a witch here with block.
Oh, okay. There's
he
some
can just drop house.
Oh, and that's a good old stun. At least they broke armor. I mean, that's something. Because there's some guys over the other side of the field not doing the job.
Yeah, I don't think we can afford to blitz with Ogre My Dead Body again. I think we need to fire him.
Yeah, I think if he fails again, I think good old Randomaxomus might be throwing something through his monitor. Yeah, mummies look good when they pile on, although they can't beat a white piling on animation, which is just incredible.
Steak, I mean, I'm playing Khemri in the next season of REBBL, and I entirely agree.
Have you seen Troll pylon animation?
Yes, that's
they just
very
kind
good.
of fall over on them.
Yeah.
Oh!
Just belly slam on them.
This is a very this is a different game. This is quite an interesting one so far. Keeping the ball safe, but like the elves are a little wary of the ogres. The ogres are just really stupid. The nobblers are doing their best, and they're actually holding up at the moment. The nobblers.
Yeah, hopefully he can soon knock down one elf and not bonehead on the plates.
He does have a shot on the ball here, unless I'm very much mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has a 2 dice on the ball.
Yeah, he does. Wow.
With a block ogre? Or am I missing something there?
No, you're right. 2+2 to a 2 die.
There's no way in the world you don't take that. There's no way that's a huge misplay, I feel, by Rocklobstrocity. For standing 1 square further back, I mean, it's a runner. It has no block, no dodge, and it has arm value 7. I mean, that's a huge target.
Here it comes. There's no reason not to do this.
Oh, dump off.
Oh, he's got dump off.
Yeah, he does have dump off. He's an elf, but everyone who can dump off too is in a tackle zone. If he's not careful,
he doesn't dump off. And down goes Charm Bracelet.
Not broken though.
We can get an ogre into a tackle zone on the ball.
He could even pick it up.
Pick it up if he wants to really ball. He's got a reroll still.
I will pick up.
I'd see how the GFIs went before I chose to.
He's not going for it. But we're now getting ogres in and around the ball here.
This could be a severe problem. I mean, to be fair, Charm Bracelet has a good opportunity to just dodge out.
You could grab Nablani Stone here.
Yeah.
I like that. I'd like that. But if he misses and hits an ogre, it could be terrible.
It's a risky one, isn't it? There's now a lot of potential ogre targets there.
He's
just going to run for it himself.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the smarter decision, but also the less fun one.
That felt like such a straightforward error from Rocklobstrocity there.
I feel like he's been bailed out by the lack of an armor break.
Yeah, he can just sort of pick up 2+2+, and he's got the ball back, and probably find a way to chuck it.
But everyone he's chucking it to near enough is either going over an ogre interception, which, whilst it is going to be a 6, 6s happen. I don't know. I just don't. Oh, he's just going to be in blitzing range again. And everyone almost.
Welcome along.
Everyone else he could throw it to is in a tackle zone.
That's a triple pow.
Ah, there's a triple pow. Who needs tackle?
And that's KO.
So remember, he didn't take a Bloodwiser Babe. Instead, opting to pick up another Nobbler for the bench. We've got Snotty Puffball waiting to come on at some point in this one.
Yeah, even though he doesn't have babes, I feel like he's happy with the KOs because they can at least come back.
Swag Tusk, it's all ogre for him. There'll be plenty more where that came from, everyone.
If he tosses a 1 at any point in the next couple of actions, though, it's very bad news for him.
Witch Elf Blitz.
He's still focusing the Snotlings, and it's working, in that he's removing them.
It's a KO.
I mean, he can clear off the blood sidestep dude and pick it up, and then the ogres need to pow him to get it down.
Yeah, I think he needs to try and get it on a blodger. It's just so vulnerable on this runner.
Well, he right now has a 2-die on Ogre, the Cuckoo's Nest.
Well, it's very vulnerable on the runner when you leave him within a free blitz range of an ogre.
Yeah.
It was a bold strategy, and I feel a little bit gutted for Randomaxomus that he didn't get a break out of it. Because with AV7 and Mighty Blow, the odds were not in.
Oh wow, that's tough. A stunner.
It's all going the Dark Elves way, really, as far as the blocks are concerned.
Well, it is ogres, so that could happen. We were really let down by.
But do you guys know what skill actually saved Cuckoo's Nest there from a KO?
There was 6 go.
Exactly.
So we have the ball, and presumably he's going to pass it to the Bloodstepper. Or he might even just move up 1 square and then hand off.
Yeah, I think. Okay, well.
He chucked a 1.
Ooh.
We did say he needed to not see any 1s in the next couple of actions. He nails the 4+, and then nails the catch, though, so that's something.
So I think he's away now. He can construct the cage up the field.
Well, you're never quite safe from a break tackle ogre.
Yeah,
very true. It tends to be a 4+ to insert themselves inside a cage.
But I mean, he can make the cage in a way that he needs to do dodges come in.
Interesting game, but it looks like it's almost a punishment for the ogres for committing so heavily forward here. For that 1 chance they had, and now the elves are taking advantage, moving down the field.
What? That's a really easy blitz.
That's a 2+ dodge.
Does he not know how break tackle works? Or has he not spotted the break tackle? I'm concerned. I mean, he can... Okay.
Could he actually get a 3 dice? 1, 2,
He could.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If he makes 2 GFIs, he could set up a 3 dice.
And he could.
Well, he can't now.
With this ogre, yeah, he couldn't anyway, because that's actually movement 4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's burned a bonehead on an irrelevant ogre.
He even has a Knobbler that he could use to pick up the ball if the break tackle ogre gets it down.
But why trust in Blodge, Tomo, when you
Oh, come on!
What? A reroll too. He used a reroll.
Oh, for Jesus' sake, this is an awful start for Randomaxomus. He's being... Oh, it's just... You've got to feel bad for the guy.
That's 2 1 in 36 boneheads on blitzers in the first 4 turns.
And a 1 in 6 on a blitz as well. He's only actually had 1 blitz in 4 turns.
And the fact that Rocklobstrocity is giving him free blitz chances like that, but he can't take advantage because he just keep rolls one.
He's not even relying on the blodge, he's relying on the bonehead.
I'm
oh, come on.
This is ogres. This is the pain. This is why most people don't commit to stunty seasons.
It pretty much is, isn't it?
Oh, good. Ogre, my dead body's alive.
Finally.
I mean, if I rolled this amount of ones in a game with my vampires, all the trolls will be off the pitch in like 2 turns.
So the elves are pretty much guaranteed to score here.
Unless he again leaves a cap where the break tackle can get through.
Unless he sort of hexa-skulls a blitz on... He could technically... Well, he couldn't surf an obler, he's got sidestep, but he can very likely get him to the floor. 5 rolls, 4 ones. It does happen.
Yeah, but...
Why is he blitzing with no skills?
This is... Well, because... How's? One coach is rolling good dice, and the other coach is barely rolling dice at this point. I have to say, I feel like... I do feel like Randomaxomus is just getting absolutely screwed by the dice, given how, for want of a better term, fast and loose Rocklobstrocity is playing.
Yeah, I mean, the only blitz he's actually had in the game, he sacked the ball carrier. Everything else, he's had a 1 in 6 bonehead fail on a blitz, and then a 1 in 36, and then another 1 in 36 bonehead fail.
Yeah, Lumi, I was trying to find the polite way of phrasing that. I think I opted for fast and loose. I think is the best way to put it. Yeah, but Papa Nasty, the way it's going, the ogres have like 0 chance of stopping a stall because they just can't roll anything above
all the ogres need is to not bonehead for a couple of turns and try and do some damage or something.
Yeah, I think his best course of action would be to start just smacking anyone that doesn't have blodge.
Yeah. And
just try and whittle the numbers down, because Dark Elves are good and all, and blodge is great. But when you only have your blodges left, you can start, like, you know, it can actually start running out of, you know, you can wedge them in places that makes it hard to get out of, and you can take extra shots. Tomo 500 going for the not stalling, because we all know what Tomo's game went like against Ogres in Big O. I think it was like 7-0.
It was, yeah.
I mean, it's hard to knock them down if you just bonehead every turn.
James. This reminds me of my tree. The incredible tree that always takes root on the first turn. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, just in the same way, James, that Ceramol misplayed the Ceramol Squiggy game by allowing Squiggy a pitch invasion. You just don't, if you want to win, you just don't let your opponent pitch invade you, you know?
Or you weight his dice so he throws a bunch of ones on boneheads. I still want to see that tackler get nailed.
I don't know why it hasn't been pommed yet. Well, I do. It's because, frankly, it's...
they're all boneheaded.
They're all boneheaded, yeah. I mean, he's bold basing a blocker up with this wrestler. I don't know.
I think he wanted to prevent magic dice from happening, because he could have made a 4+ and then use break tackle.
Guys, that's a bonehead.
At least it wasn't the blitz.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's. Oh, he's gonna toss.
He's gonna toss him.
He's gonna chuck him. He's gonna chuck a lad.
Doorknobs going places. Good luck, little fella.
Will he be places he wants to be? Who knows?
Nope, he's not.
No.
Starting to think you should have invested in a babe.
Yeah, I think that babe is looking extra tasty, innit? To be fair. I don't know why he went for a Loner Nobbler. I don't know.
No blitz there.
He's just stalking the tackle guy, and I don't hate
Could that ogre be surfed?
It'd be hard work, but with Witch Elves, nothing's impossible. Where's the blitz coming from? Because he's just moved all of his ogres.
Maybe he break tackles.
Hold
and
on.
hits the Witch
Is he gonna try a miracle play?
Oh, he might try.
Let's. Oh.
Oh, Witch.
He went for the witch.
Yeah, because if he can get her out of the way, which he doesn't,
He
but if
can
he
mark
doesn't
the
fall,
ball.
he can mark the ball. Yeah.
However, he could get surfed.
He also follows up, which is actually
he didn't
why
use break tackle. He
Yeah, I was
also
gonna say.
still didn't use break tackle.
The tackle is not breaking.
I mean, even though he didn't use break tackle, he didn't need to follow up there. He could have just stayed and not rolled the 2+ on the break tackle.
Yeah, but there's a certain point where you just go, look how good my ogre is, right?
Well,
Look at my ogre. My ogre is amazing.
So, we're reaching a point where, as we get trapped in the corner, it becomes more difficult to stall.
yeah, I think he should score now with the break tackle. Ogre being so close.
Unless he can bring it down.
He can't surf it because of stand firm. That one can't be surfed.
He can get close. He can surf it next turn because he has got a Juggernaut.
Ah, yes.
So you can push it to the sideline and then chuck it out next turn.
Push it to the sideline and wait for the bonehead to happen so he can't do anything about it.
I'm genuinely surprised he isn't going in with the Juggernaut.
Ooh, you're going nowhere, son.
That's got to be a reroll, surely.
Nope.
Nope. Oh well. Ding.
Over the rainbow, mocks.
Says the ogre. If anyone didn't get what I was doing there.
Oskudef or Oskukdef? Ogres indeed. But they're very boneheady ogres, I have to say.
They're a bit. They haven't quite woken up yet. It is quite early still, I think, for the REL. So that this is an early morning game for them. So
These
potentially
are,
that could be it.
REBBL's Stunty Cup champions. Maximum
Is he
Ogrekill
thinking
in
of
the
bringing
playoffs.
down? Is he thinking of bringing down over my dead body?
Yeah, he is. But getting around to him is a bit challenging.
Yeah, that's
Juan Diaz.
That's diving tackle knockbar in the way.
Yeah,
the
you can't
ogre.
dodge past that.
Maybe he hasn't spotted it.
This could be huge if he
He
didn't.
needs to do something because there's multiple available shots on the ball here.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, being honest.
Oh. Has he done the same that I did? Look down the field.
Oh, hold on. We are not scoring. We are running over there.
He's
The
gonna
ogres are
GFI.
kind of far away from the action, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a little trapped up the field here.
Is he going to GFI with a ball carrier? I don't
No.
think that's smart.
He wants his 1 dice.
I don't know what's going on, and I don't like any of it.
That is a break tackle ogre that currently has.
That's
What would it be? A
ballsy.
4+ for a 2 dice on the ball?
Yeah.
No one, it's 1 dice, but he can bring the knockbar take.
Yeah, well, the
assist
Nobbler can
out.
just cancel 1 assist.
The Nobbler could even provide an assist of its own.
It could, yeah, if it wants to run that far. But we probably don't.
No.
Because he
But
does like
has
to
it-
throw 1s at the problem.
Has he done the same that I did? Look at Dark Elf side of the pitch.
He has indeed left his runner all the way back here. Nobody knows about him. He's just keeping him safe.
Yeah, I think he's just decided that not putting him in arms. He doesn't need him, to be honest. Is the play, I think.
So 1 reroll left, and we have... this is a 4+ break tackle dodge. It's the same as breaking a cage. You have to get in between 3 players. That's a 75% chance with a reroll.
And he's cancelling some assists.
He is,
Doesn't look like he's gonna. The position in there, I'm not entirely sure he's gonna go for the ball rather than just go maybe through the Juggernaut Witch.
He's just going to double pow the Witch. Can we find a
that's
removal?
right.
Armor 7 versus Mighty Blow.
Come on. Ah.
And Rocklobstrocity again not punished for allowing Armor 7 to be punched by Mighty Blow.
Oh, I see. I see. He's spotted something there. Ogre the Rainbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for a 2 dice on the ball.
Yeah, but
There's a 4+ dodge and we assume a 2+ break tackle in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And he needs 1 GFI for his 2 dice on the ball. Is that a scoring threat? Or is that a charm bracelet threat?
It's a Charm Bracelet threat, I think. If you forget about Charm Bracelet again, it's the movement forward. It's never going to catch him. Oh, what is he doing? It's ludicrous.
Oh,
But yeah,
you know what's coming here, don't you? He's got his big moment over the rainbow and he's got a bonehead.
yeah, every other ogre has passed Bonehead this turn, so it's about due, innit?
I really hope he does these dodges and just kills the freaking bleacher.
He has already rolled a double power on the Witch. That has opened up a potential gap.
And a bone. Oh no.
Oh, and he re-rolls the Bonehead into a failed dodge. Well,
When it's not your day, it is not your day.
yeah, I think Randomaxomus is going to be asking for new dice at halftime. And I don't blame him. And that is key.
Don't hit him
His
again.
last reroll is gone.
Absolutely do not hit him again. Because he's going to sidestep over there. Do not hit him again.
Oh, hello! Harringzord, look what's just happened.
Oh, God. Hello, everyone. Andy, thank you so much. And Zunk, of course. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everyone. It's Ogres in the REBBL playoffs. Is what we got here.
Yeah.
And-
Round of 64.
By
Kicking off with a
God,
storm.
do these guys bonehead.
What?
Oh, hello. Ah, we're finding a level on Lazy Plum Fairy Wings here.
I like this. I like this a lot. As a choice.
Andy Zunk, congratulations on making partner.
Indeed.
Well deserved.
He could also play level tackle bleacher this game. Has 13 SPP.
Noble Savage is gone. That's the only skilled Nobbler.
Oh, we scored.
Puts it in early. I think he was leery at how many hits he was about to take.
Well, it does give Maximum Ogrekill 2 turns.
He got most of them back.
They're out of rerolls, and they do like to throw 1s at the problem.
Yeah, he's hoping against something. The knockout stays out for the Delves, though, so that's something.
Ah, 2 staying knocked out means we'll get to see the hero of the day on the field. Snotty Puffball. There he is.
He's not going to be the one, Harringzord. He's not going to be the
You're
one.
not feeling him today? No.
I don't know why he wasn't a babe, frankly.
Well, the dive and tackle's still out. It doesn't really matter right now.
No, not in this small window of offense.
What this does mean, though, is if we're going to go for a throw play, we do have essentially 2 attempts at it.
Andy, when's your game scheduled for, if you don't mind me asking? I don't think I've seen it go up on the calendar yet. I might be wrong. I've kind of been asleep a lot today. Tomorrow at 4 PM. Ooh, hello. Or 5:30 PM. Hang on. 5:30. Looks like we're starting our stream early, as far as casting goes.
Gary friendly. I'm warning you, Gary friendly.
Oh, happy birthday, Zung.
Yeah, happy birthday, Zung. Is that 21 now or 22?
Really? I always pictured Zunk as an older dude.
Diplomatic as always, Metal.
No, in that he seems to be full of wisdom and knowledge, like a. he's a real man. Not older as in ancient. I meant like older as in like I'm older. Like I'm 34.
Oh no!
Ogre the Rainbow continues to have.
Oh, for God's sake!
Ogre the Rainbow, it's just not your game, mate. Oh my God.
Well, yeah, that happened. Oh, that's useful. That's a Roger gone.
Yeah, that helps. One more and it would have been even more helpful. Oh no, one more and it would have been more helpful for the Ogres, Jesus.
Ready!
Dude,
Steady!
woo, playoffs. I know, right?
Bucket Bong, thank you for the follow there. I hope you're enjoying the game here.
I didn't see the other Nobler on his stone. I actually thought he was actually going with Snotty Puffball for the score.
Snotty Puffball could still be our little man yet. Working ogre time, taking down Sock Hands Puppet Master.
Hello, Joe.
To no great effect. Murloc Joe, yeah, hello. I heard rumours you wanted to play in Cripple Cup, Murloc Joe.
I was about to ask the same question, yeah. Is it confirmed? Are we getting, wow, these Dark Elves just aren't breaking, are they?
I think it's just setting up for the throw for the next turn.
Yeah, that seems likely. He'll have a blitz on someone. At the moment, he's probably going to use the Pommer, just because he hasn't used him yet.
I don't know, I feel like I'd use Game Ogre Man to blitz the tackler.
Oh, but he's so slow.
I know, but...
He can get there, though.
He can get there, which is the point, and he's in range, and... Well, you haven't got much time to sign up, because we've got 4 spots left before you'll be on the reserve list. So what I'll do, Joe, just to help you out, because I'm that kind of a guy, is I'll grab you that sign-up sheet, stick it in chat for you, and make it as easy as humanly possible, short of putting your name down. I don't know what else I can do for you, mate, okay? So there you go. There you go, mate. Right there. Yeah, the Ogre names are incredible, aren't they, Flux? It's so good.
Ah, for God's sake, he threw a 1.
And nobody was surprised.
God, technically, he really needs to stop doing that.
Tactically.
Ready!
Oh dear. If you're Rocklobstrocity, you're absolutely blitzing Niblani Stone, aren't you?
Yes. You called it. It happened. I
So he's
told
not a
you,
scoring pack.
we're going to have to go with Snotty Puffball here.
It feels like it at this point. It feels like it.
I mean, these Knobblers have been pretty tough. No injuries yet.
You said the Nobblers have been tough. The Dark Elves have been ridiculous.
Yeah.
Look at that line of scrimmage. Just nothing.
We lost what? Did they have a bench? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the field. They had 1 on the bench. Oh yeah, he signed the guy before the game.
Yeah, but 50% of their KOs have been from rocks.
Good stat. That's a good stat.
And there's only been 1 rock.
Oh dear.
This is the kind of coverage REBBL are famous for, really, at this point. Bringing in stats when you need them.
There's more playoffs coming later, of course, as well. We've got the richest T.
Oh God, T players versus the Revenge of the Franks.
Can't he play tomorrow?
No, he plays today.
Harringzord was spreading fake news.
That's me.
Now, I don't see how you do anything other than try and score here. You just don't want those dice rolls.
He hasn't actually marked up any of the ogres to prevent the throw.
I feel that was a mistake.
But the only Nobbler that is next to an ogre right now...
It doesn't matter that he's the Merc, because...
Oh no! Where's he going?
He's just giving up.
Ah, Snotty.
He's not necessarily given up, he's just thrown one from further back, which feels worse. I don't like
mean,
this at all.
that
I mean,
was the
without
man.
rerolls, the Merc is as good as one of your rosters.
Yeah. Is he just going to 3-die the blood sidestep guy?
Oh, well, he'll bonehead it now. We've seen this before.
Yeah, as long as you've added your name and we've got like some stats and stuff, like team. If you've got a team built, that'd be great.
Yeah, a team would be useful, but it doesn't need to happen right now.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess
that's
Melokyo's got a spot.
Oh, hello. Get Ogre here, he says. Pow!
Finds the big pow. And it's the Pommer, so I think we're absolutely going to see a Pommen. That's quite exciting.
That's a paddling.
Doesn't break out. Oh, no, it does!
Ooh, yeah, jump on him.
And you has to use Mighty Blow on the armor, but you
Boom.
still jump on him.
Come on.
Flying Ogre!
Nice.
Good to know.
Buries him into the ground. That's nice. As the apothecary staff try and dig out Wilbador Lazenby from under the body of a flying ogre.
Whoa! That wasn't an attempt to score. That was an attempt to
Vanity pass.
vanity pass on an ogre.
I don't understand.
Oh no. All of them came back.
All of the elves came back.
Yeah.
Well, that's just
And the
weird.
ogre then come back. Oh no.
Welcome to Randomaxomus's darkest possible timeline.
And the ogre is like the best ogre on his
I tell you
team,
what's
so-
worse than that. Snotty Puffball's going back on the bench. I'm furious.
yeah.
Well, he actually has rerolls again, so...
Okay, so I guess we're now playing for overtime. This is overtime format, of course. Now, you've got to say, overtime doesn't suit ogres.
It does if their Mighty Blow's actually doing a thing, because if you're actually whittling down your opponents, it's probably quite good to continue to whittle down your opponents.
Is he going to put movement 4 on the pitch or the loner on the pitch?
If you're not going to use the loner, why did you hire him? Honestly. He could have been a babe, and your ogre could have come back.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't like looking at... Actually, no, his ogre would never have came back.
Yeah, the ogre
well,
rolled a 1.
Because of course it was a 1.
Of course the ogre was the
He boneheaded the
One
KO
one.
roll.
It's about the only way, isn't it, James? Honestly.
I mean, if you don't do that, you're setting yourself a challenge. I think that's fair to say. Yeah, and also it's rerolls for boneheads, it's the issue. Now that looks like a deep kick, and it's now very deep.
Oh god.
You know, there was a 5 in 8 chance of that scattering off the field. And being a touchback, where we could have handed it to an ogre.
Yeah.
Now, Stunties have an absolute nightmare with deep kicks, and against elf teams, yeah, it's worse.
Well, at least slowest health team, I think.
We now have a 3 dice on the wrestler with the Pommer.
Yeah, I agree with Havoc. The game's just denying the heck out of him, innit?
Oh,
Well, that's KO at least.
Slippy falls down.
I actually think he needs to start falling here, just to get the numbers down.
At the same time, though, you're already down on removals.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, like, either they're going out by him fouling them, or they're going out by getting blitzed.
That's a 3 dice blitz coming.
It is, isn't it? That's a pretty blatant 3 dice blitz.
But it's not a 3 dice blitz yet, because he has to hit the other one first.
Bonehead, I called. Oh, okay.
Oh, and now it's not a 3 dice blitz.
I mean, at this point, I think he should be just happy that it wasn't the bonehead.
I think the coach just boneheaded, yeah. It's not a 3-dice blitz until he passes the bonehead on the blitz. Yeah, that's true.
You can have a 3-dice blitz on the wrestler if he doesn't bonehead.
I think that'd be a better choice because it doesn't have dodge either.
Yeah.
Rather than fishing for a POW.
There we go.
Fuck's sake.
Do you remember last season when I put together the ballroom blitz video for Mad Rats?
Yeah.
Bonehead blitz is now a thing.
It's not going well, is it? It's just not.
I've lost count of how many blitz actions have now suffered a bonehead. 2 of them were 1 in 36 boneheads in the first half. It's,
as I said, it was literally half of them. It's just so bad.
They can either handle hitting or running, but they can't handle hitting and running.
At least the ball got picked up, right? That's something.
But on what planet are we not just trying to get an ogre to the floor and just flood elves through a gap on the left-hand side? It's a good 2 turns before we can even get anywhere near the ogres with the ball.
I don't know. I guess I just feel so bad for him. I don't even know what to say anymore. It's not going according to plan. And I mean, I know ogre plans tend to be fast and loose because ogres tends to not go to plan at the best of times. But this is really not going to plan.
Of course, we can just run straight past the boneheaded ogre. Ogre, my dead body. He was the same one that kept boneheading in the first half.
I actually think in the first half when he got the runner down that he sort of tried to pick up with an ogre. I know it's risky, but he needed to play bald at that point.
I fully agree with you, to be honest. I can't disagree in the slightest with that call.
And here's this attempt. Oh, dub skull!
That's nice. Getting a reroll out.
So we are going to flood through. Presumably he's just going to move over that way, and then we can get the witch elves through this gap. I mean, are we in the territory of having to make snotling passing plays here to get the ball safe?
I think we are, honestly.
Even with 2 GFIs, it's quick pass. And that's a what? Is that a 3+?
4+,
Is it a
3+,
4+?
right? Because
Stunty, of course, yeah. Well, good luck with that. Who is it with the ball at the moment? Doorknob? It is indeed Doorknob.
I mean, I yesterday saw dwarves passing with the agility 1 Longbeard, so...
That did happen. That did happen.
Yeah, but that was only because he basically had nothing else on the pitch. To be frank.
Yeah.
Which, you know, is a thing.
I mean,
it actually feels like you took basically all of the playoffs Kaz dice.
Yeah, I
no one
remember
else
jumping into your
has
cast,
a decent share.
Metal, and it was just like, nope, that's not dead. That's not dead.
I don't understand what I kind of has Cheeseburger fed the Scar Bandits before the game because they were just... I mean, literally, he was basing Chaw blockers up with a gutter runner. And it was surviving every time.
Oh, here he goes. See, you can run, but when it's a blitz, you can't do it.
No, it was the most ludicrous game yesterday. Dead Monkey... don't get me wrong, Dead Monkey, I can't pretend that he played the best. He actually made what I would call quite a few core errors.
He's going to blitz the
witch. Monkey, so it feels weird saying that, but he got really, really screwed by an utter lack of damage.
Blitzing this witch makes sense.
It does, doesn't it?
Because, and we didn't bonehead, even if we don't power it, we can push it on a dive and tackle.
However,
but we
do. Come on.
Bang!
Nice.
KO again. Burner Sweatpants is gone.
But at least she's off the pitch. That's something.
That's the block witch, so that's a blodger gone.
If they can get the ball in the save position, which is going to be hard, The Ogres might have a chance here to go to overtime.
Ogres always have a chance. Well, that's no, they don't, do they? I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, he needs to keep these elves boxed in here. Because Doorknob can't really run very far, bless him.
That's very true. Knobledge's power is an incredible name, by the way.
I might just leave working Ogre time still, so he doesn't bonehead.
Yeah,
and lose his
that's
tackle
actually
zone.
a very good point. You probably
These
just
two
want to leave him
Ogres exerting their tackle zones is actually super important right now. And if they bonehead, it would be bad news bears.
Smoke Raptor is the threat. So we're going to keep out of range of him, I think. Yeah, no, that's fine. He's out of range of everything there. Well, no, he's not. There's a Blodstepper on this side.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put that in the not safe category.
It's 3-2 pluses, 2 dodges and GFI to 2 dice him.
Oh, we're going to activate it, and oh, he didn't bonehead, so that was an entire turn of no boneheads.
It's possibly the first one.
It might actually be the first one.
Yeah, I think it's.
But of course, for 6 ogres, that's not that uncommon.
Yeah, it's 6 ogres. You expect 1, but you don't expect quite so many as we've had.
It's not so much just the fact that it's 1; it's always the one that blitzes.
Very, very true.
I would be really surprised if he didn't go for the ball right now.
I mean, he's got a blodge step blitzer who can go and make a right mess of that Nobbler.
Where's the diving tackle, or is he out right now?
He's just next door in the backfield there.
Oh yeah, there.
Yeah, but the chance to get the ball down and then the ogres are in all worlds of hurt, really, aren't they? Even if you can't recover it, just put it on the ground. Forcing an Agi 3 pickup, forcing a Nobbler to go out of its way, potentially.
Yeah.
Lizardplum Fairywings continuing his campaign of hate against Game Ogre Man.
That releases the tackle to go and stand on the diving tackle.
I feel like that hurts the tackler more than the diving tackle, being honest.
Well, not when he gets to hit him for 3 dice next turn.
Well,
yeah,
you assume it's a 2+ away, right?
Yeah, the thing is, you don't really usually get punished for basing Nobblers because it's not like they can punch back.
Well, they can, but it's 3 dice uphill. They can't punch back well.
Hey, I've seen it happen.
You pretty much have to commit the whole team to get the one punch.
Here we go.
I think that line should be Callista. That line should be Randomaxomus, he's our man. If he can't do it, someone without Bonehead probably can.
How?
I don't. Why didn't he go for 3 dice?
Injury. There we go.
3 dice.
Because of Stunty. He didn't need the 3 dice. And it's a beautiful scatter for him.
Yeah, 2+2+ to get back.
2+2+ to probably win the game.
Yeah, because there isn't anyone who can. I mean, there's like an ogre who could 2 GFI to him, who you'd probably mark because he doesn't have break.
Oh,
tackle.
he doesn't opt for it. You know, I really disagree with that.
Yeah, so do I.
I mean, he does that sidestep, so if he tries to hit him...
It's not about the sidestep, in my opinion. It's about the fact that it's only a 4+ with a Nobbler to get the ball back in hand.
Yeah, I mean,
if you can 2+2+ to basically put the game out of reach of your opponent, why wouldn't you? Why would you give them the 4+ chance to actually recover the ball?
It is an interesting one, isn't it? I don't know.
Maybe he's just underestimating the ogres, thinking that they can't roll dice at this point.
Like, I know it might have cost him a reroll, but I think that's worth a reroll.
Yeah, I think so.
Especially on what is a 2+2+ play. Those odds are, I like them odds, essentially.
And he hadn't used dodge yet either, so...
Okay, here's an interesting one. If Randomaxomus is willing to chuck dice at this problem, he can 2+ away with Noble Savage.
Oh, he rerolled Bonehead.
He rerolled the Bonehead.
Right. Look at this for a player. Noble Savage, 2+ onto the ball, 4+, 2+2+ on the dodges, 2 GFIs to hand off to Dub Nobler with my headman, at which point he gets picked up by an Ogre and tossed really quite far.
Ogre, my dead body is actually blitzing.
He's found 3 dice, he's found 3 skulls!
Oh god.
That'll do it.
Holy nonsense, Batman.
Oh god.
I don't want to be harsh, but I don't feel like it's been anything that Rocklobstrocity has done that has won in this game.
I mean, the Ogres haven't played perfect, but I don't feel like they deserve this dice.
Nobody deserves these dice.
Yeah, any opponent, any team would have beat this Ogre team.
And we're about to lose a Nobler with dive and tackle.
He's gone.
This has basically been a nice summary of the Stunty Cup season.
Sure,
I don't know, because Randomaxomus has had some great games, and this is none of them.
2 dice taken on the Blarney Stone.
Hmm.
So we're not going to make an attempt on the ball still.
Not safe.
I don't think that was a good idea. I think he should have played the Knoblood's his power and tried to pick it up and score.
I still think Randomaxomus should have just tossed dice at the ball and tried to, like I say, it was a 4+, and then 4 2+s into a 3+ to get the ball completely out of range.
He did triple skull. There's a pow. That's going to put the Ogre onto the ball and scatter it. Now, that scatter pretty much determines how this game goes, to be honest.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Lazy Plum Fairy Wings. Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, no.
Who predicted against that, folks?
No, I think everyone predicted that coming. I mean, to be fair, he has got a shot at a 3 dice on him, if he wants it. Because he can't move anymore. So you can fish out a POW.
There's only one team actually playing this game with dice. And they're not very good ones. The Elves are just doing whatever they want today.
I mean, he can either try the 3 dice or try and... Actually, no. His sidestep. Yeah, he's all 3 dice.
I mean, we did know this was going to be difficult for Randomaxomus, but, I mean, the dice haven't done him any favours.
Yeah, with even dice, this is
well, he boneheaded, so there goes your 3 dice.
I'm not sure if he bleeds there.
That wasn't the blitz, no. That's not his 3 dice. His 3 dice is Knoblood's power coming around into Ogre the Cuckoo's Nest. 3 dice blitzing. And then leaving Nablani Stone up to recover.
Well, he didn't bonehead, but
he
did nothing.
Needs to reroll this.
He has
to reroll this. He does, and he gets nothing.
Wow.
And we'll just step
because, of
away.
course, he does. And actually
From
gets a worse result because there's not a both down on there.
Yeah. Off the top of my head, Rabbi, I have no idea how many 1d6 rolls the Elves have made.
I can't wait to look at the bonehead numbers. That'll be so illuminating. I mean, we weren't necessarily expecting an even game as far as like player performance and stuff went, but this is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I at least expected something from the Ogres, like some kind of resistance, but no.
It's just been horrible to watch. Snotty puffballs coming across to have a look. But you know what? Like, I still think he should have tried his hand at the throw with the ball.
Yeah, I really feel like the not going for the throw a teammate touchdown at the end of the first half was a huge mistake. Because at least then if he forced the Dark Elves to score early here, he'd have another chance to equalise it and push for overtime. But if the Dark Elves score here, it's basically completely out of Randomaxomus' reach.
Yeah, he would need to pretty much get a throw teammate touchdown, and after that,
Get a throw
sack the ball.
teammate steal, probably.
Yeah,
And the damage
catch
is
it.
starting to come through on the snots as well.
and then it would be a tie at that point. So no.
He can even use the wrestle dodge area if he brings these other wrestler up to 2 dice, the block stand firm, to then free up the tackle to nail the mark on the ball carrier, Nablani Stone, for 3 dice.
I think it's been interesting. The elves have actually taken on the ogres at Bashan and are winning.
And won. Yeah, the elves have broken armor on ogres specifically more than the ogres have broken armor on elves. Not even counting the snotling hits.
There's a pout on Noblage's power. And Noblage's power.
And now it's just farming SPP.
Yeah, he isn't coming back. And I sense that's his playoff dream over as well, the little fella. We got a 2+2+ score with dodge, because of course the tackle zone of Nablani Stone does absolutely nothing.
But it makes you roll a dodge.
Oh, what?
Doesn't it?
He blocks.
Because he doesn't care.
What?
He's
Okay.
riding his blodge here, to be fair.
Why did he blodge? No, why did he blodge? Why did he block?
Because he
Guys,
doesn't want to score yet. He wants to.
Like,
win.
I know the point Rabbi's making about how many 1d6 rolls have the elves made, but they should be making some 1d6 rolls because they're elves.
I mean, I know you didn't like my stalling at yesterday's game, but I think this is even more dangerous than mine.
Havoc's not wrong. I think.
Well, there's a dodge away.
That was triple stats.
Yeah, he won't roll a 2+ dodge, but he's quite happy to toss a 3+. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, Rocklobstrocity is doing what he has to do, which is sit and watch as
Elves just do whatever they want.
everything falls into his hands, I guess. Yeah.
And if you don't even talk about the 1d6 rolls, let's talk about the fact that Ogres have been banging on Dark Elves for 13 turns.
He can
and
get
haven't scored an injury.
He can get a comfortable 3 dice on this ball, as long as he
Yep.
doesn't bonehead.
I mean, he probably does.
Why did you go and say that?
Interesting.
Why?
He burned a 1, and now he finds a POW on Smoke Raptor.
Which he needed to do to get out of the way. He needed to.
Yeah, it's,
Oh, right.
it's the dodge from Ogre My Dead Body, who needs 1 GFI. It's a 2+2+.
No, I
Well,
thought.
technically it's a 2+2+2+, because he also has to not bone it.
Yeah, I thought the ogre that just blocked had the break tackle, but no, he did the right play there.
He can also hit the tackler, which feels like a little too. I mean, Randomaxomus should have palmed this tackler about 12 turns ago.
Double POW.
Yeah,
on
but
the
I mean-
shelf.
He's hitting a lot of powers right now.
Yeah.
Finds a stun, but we might have
I mean-
needed those powers elsewhere.
I mean, when he tried to blitz the tackle, he just boneheaded twice.
Yeah, but he was using the wrong player. I mean, it doesn't matter that he boneheaded. It's not that you're looking at. You're looking at
He
the
boneheaded,
choice.
Oh, reroll?
There's the reroll.
and
Throws
now he needs
6.
break tackle.
I don't agree with that.
Why did he go there?
What?
I have no idea.
He could just sidestep the core here.
I think he will.
I don't think he was.
Yeah, he does.
This- He did.
Yeah, he forgot about
about
sidestep, yeah.
sidestep.
At this point, I believe he's probably so tilted. Oh my god, the KOs come back, because of course they do.
Well-
and the Ogre stays out, because of course it does.
It's
It's ludicrous.
Wait, did the ogre stay? Oh.
to be honest, with the ogres being 2-0 down and out of rerolls, I mean, it's probably it.
I mean,
He
if I
needs
was
to try a 1-turn. He needs to
I
try
mean,
a 1-turn.
if I was elves, I would just set up aggressively and try up for a third touchdown. Maybe to level up the tackle or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate them going for a touchdown on the tackler. Trying to get as much out of this from a developmental perspective as possible.
Well, they're
Because
facing...
Lazenby just leveled, and Lazy Plum Fairy Wings has leveled already.
They're facing Gloom and Zoom next. Which will be a different challenge.
Who was the coach of Gloom Zoom?
It's Fiction. He's the winner of REL Division 1. And he has a bye week, so his team's going to be nice and fresh.
Rumour has it he diced the bye week.
He has 2 Strength 4 Werewolves. With the whole Blodge, Mighty Blow tackle works. Would a team full of Beastmen be good or bad in the long run?
Well,
Probably.
you're losing out the pillar strength of Chaos Warriors, who are incredible. But Beastmen aren't bad. Beastmen are not bad players.
Beastmen are okay, they just will die.
Yeah, why would you deny yourself Strength 4 AV9?
At armor value 8, they will get hurt eventually.
Of course.
Perfect defense.
I feel like looking at every single action and my only commentary being of course from now on, and it probably won't be incorrect.
I mean, I'm surprised that it wasn't a blitz here.
Well, he didn't really set up for a blitz.
I mean, even without setting up, he could have got at least next to the ball, I think.
Look how he sets up. There's only one man. And by man, I of course mean Nobbler. One Nobbler who can save us now. And that Nobbler is Snotty Puffball.
He really should bring the tackle closer to the ball now.
Yeah, but Hood isn't human, Bobby. We've confirmed this in the past.
He does need to be careful with his setup because the Ogres can just chuck this. And honestly need to.
I mean, if they do, it's not like they're going to sack the Dark Elves after that.
Well, they might. But they can only try if they one turn here. There is literally no reason not to try this because it's a knockout game. It actually doesn't matter if you lose 3-0 here.
Yeah.
That's a bad scatter for him.
Thing is, I've just completely lost hope for the team.
Oh, never lose hope. That's a stunned elf. It's a good start. He needs to remove Slippy Falls down. And then he needs... It's okay, we didn't need him. We didn't need him.
He wasn't core to the plan, alright?
We still need to take down Slippy Falls down. And then we need to blitz around with Ogre My Dead Body to get rid of the Roger. Oh, hello. That's a 3 dice. Don't bonehead, mate.
Why did you say that?
Well, we still don't need him either. We don't need him either.
As I promised, because of course.
We don't need him. We just now need 2 GFIs to get rid of Smoke Raptor. I'm sure that'll work. Or even we can just do it this way. And then we can just run across with Ogre My Dead Body to try and throw. Turkey says Nobble's only movement 4. He's the worst possible option here.
Hang on. There's no good possible options.
Really, he was quite a bad one to set up there.
Pass to the Ogre, run down the pitch and hope for a God Skull. Sounds good.
Yep, get those Ogre emotes out, Viking Cup. It is a bonehead festival. Who saw that coming?
We...
How about another one here? No, we have a 4. Nablani Stone has the ball.
I think he just needs to
He's gonna hand off
to Ogre.
He's going to hand off to Turkey says Nubble, and he has the ball, but we have no one to throw him.
But you've got to remember, right? These 3 ogres on the Dark Elf left flank aren't actually there.
Yeah, they're boneheaded. You can just run around.
So that ball, not safe.
No.
It's just a 2+2 the 3 die. Actually, not even that. The boneheads. Ugh.
Where's the blitz going here? Finds a pout on Nablani Stone.
I'm really surprised he didn't go for the ball.
Why would you? No. You need rerolls, Base Scout, because you're picking players whose only skill is horns. Without things like block, sure hands, or dodge, and Agi 3, you need rerolls.
You also don't really need 14 of them to start with, because you can only put 11 of them on the field. So, yeah, rerolls are better than extra players at the start of the game. Especially on a team that has no block to start with. And yeah, I think with Chaos, it's more about just carrying the ball rather than throwing it. Yeah, if you want to pass, you can either use humans if you want to add your 3 pass. But yeah, elves if you want to pass. The Sidestreet chaps are retreating from combat. Their work is done.
Frankly, they don't. Yeah, they don't. They've tied this up nicely. They don't really need to. Hey, Joe, stick around. In about 2 hours, we've got T's human team playing their first playoff match against Regnen's Orcs, the Revenge of the Franks. So either we're going to see T score a lot or get mullered in the Bash game. And because his team is incredibly good at scoring. He's got like an Agi 5 thrower.
I believe we're currently trying to work out why that wasn't a 3 dice. The reason that wasn't a 3 dice is because of the guard. Even though it was the same, it was 1 of each. It was actually strength 2 against strength 4, which obviously is not 3 times as much. And that's why we don't... I've had this issue before with ogres, trying to work that out. Base Scout, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, so obviously because of the fact, even though it was still... Like, you would think about it and say, well, I'm 3 strength higher than him, and I've got an assist and he's got an assist. It doesn't work like that. It's strength 2 versus strength 4. Which is obviously not more than double.
At this point, if we're planning, I think you should just pick him up and toss him. Frankly,
yeah.
Game Ogre Man should just chuck the friggin' Nobbler.
Lumi's right. The play is to move an ogre up here, blitz this tackle elf, push Snotty Puffball there, hand off to him, and then throw Snotty. Snotty is the hero. I've been saying this all day.
I hope that I and T make the round of 16 because I really would like to face T.
That is not the plan that we had. It's another KO. He's not found a single Kaz.
This is what I'm saying. It just... It is ludicrous to me how he can hit Dark Elves this often with Mighty Blow, and they're just casually...
Oh, the thing is, he doesn't need a handoff. He can just pick him up with Game Ogre Man and just throw... Oh, Turkey says Nobble's really slow.
Yeah, but what else are you going to do?
I mean, he should first move him to see if he boneheads, because if he actions the throw teammate first, he can lose it on a bonehead.
Yeah, first rule of ogres. Yep, do it this way. Don't throw him there.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a turnover, because we dropped the ball. The elves can score from here. Quite comfortably.
Take care, Joe. Have a good look.
Yeah, have a good one, Joe. Thanks for coming along. And if we don't see you before, we'll see you in the Cripple Cup. Bad looks of things.
Seems like my game lagged there. I'm seeing the throw teammate now.
Noble Savage goes down and is stunned. Well, I mean, I guess we're approaching closing thoughts because this one is now going to be a win for the Sidestreet chaps. I mean, this one doesn't really feel like it was a proper test for them.
No.
And I think this is the first proper dicing we've seen in the playoffs. Snotty Puffball survives the tackle. Of course he does.
Yeah, I genuinely don't think Sidestreet chaps have played this particularly well. They've offered up multiple shots on the ball they didn't need to. And they've just been heavily carried by the fact that Randomaxomus has been completely incapable of doing anything.
This can happen with Ogres. It's the price you pay for playing the team.
Yeah, but you shouldn't lean into that with your Dark Elf team and expect.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that these sort of games. It's the price of the team. It happens, and I wonder actually. To be honest, he should probably just try this 3+ pickup with a reroll and just leg it. I wonder he's probably trying to work out who he wants to level on. Oh, fails the pickup. And uses a reroll. Oh, and there's a double one. So, Nuffle has had enough of the Sidestreet chaps.
To be fair, he's still got a chance.
Could still score. They have one more turn.
And one more reroll.
I think that was their first turnover of the game.
It can't happen with any team quite as much as Ogres, James, because not other teams don't have to roll a 1 on half of the higher than a 1 on most of the players.
To start
to
the
actually
turn.
Be able to use them. I wonder if we'll foul that.
At this point, why not? I'd foul it out of utter frustration, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, at least leave a marked team before you leave the pitch.
Technically, he could still score a touchdown with Snotty Puffball.
You're really, really into this, aren't you?
I mean, you know. When your own players don't work, turn to
Actually,
the loner.
how could he score a touchdown on Snotty Puffball?
Well, he just has to clear this elf, the Blodge Step. Easy. And then get the ball... Oh, no, hang on. He's already stood up, that Nobbler. No, there's a Nobbler over here, Noblani Stone.
Who's down and can't... Oh, no, he can if he...
If he removes the elf, he can do it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he can.
Yeah, he can score. Snotty Puffball.
Jesus. Jesus.
No, we can't. No, he's run away.
No, well, he still can. Yes,
Still got game over, man. No. No, he can't.
Oh, God.
Nope.
It's going to be 3-0, isn't it?
I mean, he still could Knoplar in stone. He could pick up the ball, go next to the ogre, and he could toss him. I mean, he will not have any movement left, but still.
He's gone for it, and he's failed the pickup. But it makes it a little trickier, because there's dive and tackle. Is that stunned on the floor?
Can they even score? Yeah, they can score.
Stun diving tackles don't tend to cause you a problem.
Well, he does have to make a 3+3+ with Doth Protest. In fact, no, he doesn't. Oh, yes, he does. There's a Nobbler there.
He needs to do one. Yeah, he needs to do a 3+.
Oh, to 2+, because it's into the tackle zone of a Nobbler. So
yeah,
it's 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+. 5 2+s to make this 3-0.
No, that's a 2+, 3+.
Yeah, the
Oh, 3+, sorry.
Still, yeah.
Big up. 2+, 3+, 2+, 2+, 2+.
I mean, if I was the ogres, that sounds pretty impossible.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Havoc, the point I'm trying to make is that if you, yeah, it does happen, but, you don't sign up to play ogres if you're not willing to take the chance that this sort of match will happen. He's gonna sidestep out of the ball here, I think.
I don't agree with that reroll.
He wanted to get rid of him, so it was just a simple pick up and handoff.
Now he Now he can just actually use the witch to pick it.
Yeah,
pick it up and
it's
score.
eliminated a 2+ from the equation.
However, we could have made this worse. He's going to scatter it again.
If it goes backwards, it's really hard for him to score. Actually, that also prevents it.
That makes it impossible unless he's actually just denied himself a touchdown.
He needs to use Sleepy falls down and somehow come around and pick the ball up and give it to the witch elf.
Which means running through ogre tackle zones.
No,
The witch has the ball. I think she's just going to throw it. Something. Yeah, you're going to throw it to someone.
I don't know why he decided that trying to punch nobblers was better than throwing a 3+.
Well, there's 2 SPP in it.
There's 3 SPP in a touchdown.
But
Yeah, but there's 5 if you get the pair.
Yeah. I mean, with how the game has gone so far, I probably will.
But the argument I'm making is he could have always done the pickup handoff first and then worried about hitting the nobbler.
T, welcome back. I'm going to be honest, you missed very little, actually, in this one.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost 0 signs of life in the ogres, unfortunately.
That's that one over. And that's the Sidestreet Chaps going through to the round of 32. That's a very nice MVP for them. And Game Ogre, man. Ugh.
Yeah, 8 armor breaks when you're hitting Dark Elves with Mighty Blow. They're not AV9 or something, you know?
Let's check dice rolls.
To be fair, his boneheads were...
Right, click on SPP, and that'll show you everything you need to know about the game.
His boneheads were 77%, which actually isn't... It's below average, which is 83%. But it's not like it was... You know, I've had a game with my halflings before where I rolled 19 take root rolls and got 52% success rate.
43 1s to 26 6s tells a bit of a different story, though.
Yeah.
It does.
And the thing is also the boneheads happened at the when he tried to blitz and always had like the important times.
The thing about the dice log is it doesn't really kind of give you context because the 9 skulls to 13 pows looks pretty good until you realise 3 of the 9 skulls were on the same block to stop a score.
Yeah.
Indeed. Crit Spence, the problem with that is that had he blitzed with the Witch Elf, the Nobbler had sidestep. And had he have rolled pushes, the sidestep would have just dragged him away from the ball. Randomaxomus, welcome to the stream. We apologise profusely for having to essentially publicly put on display an awful experience for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been rough to play. It's even rougher to... I don't know. But to be fair, congratulations on winning the Stunty Cup. It was always going to be difficult to progress further because obviously these are the top sides that you're going up against now. You gave it your best shot and Nuffle decided no today. Are you bringing the Ogres back next season? Would be good to know. If Maximum Ogrekill can try to defend the Stunty Cup. Of course, there's one man breathing a huge sigh of relief, and that is Kejiroos, who will no longer have to eat a Rebel t-shirt because Ogres now cannot win the Super Bowl. The downside means our Rebel shirts are going to be down 1 this season. Fair enough. That's a fair response.
Oh, they're going at the Devastational. Good.
And with that, I'm going to exit stage right, and I've got some clean up to do and to make some dinner before we start our games at 7.
I also need to grab some food. There is a double header in 1.5 hours' time, 90 minutes. So grab some food, go and do some housework for an hour or something.
Watch some AGDQ.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I got a clan game like 30 minutes after the game starts, so I can't join the cast. Okay. Unfortunately.
Well, good luck for that, and thanks for joining us, random man, as you are now.
He has achieved a level of evolution.
Blood Curse, thank you for the follow there. Make sure if you guys can, make sure you come back at 7. I might be doing one of the games, unless someone takes it off my hands. Metal is doing one of the games as well. You'll be able to find them if you search for Blood Bowl, but we have the richest tea versus Regnen. It is humans versus orcs, the classic Blood Bowl showdown. It's the Yumis.
It's gonna be a good game.
It really is. John, his life's going to be going on the line. As will Bob and Wilfred as well. The Franks absolutely massacred the human team in the final week of the season to send a message to the Yumis. And we'll see if that message has been received. Big Al goes forth. We'll also be taking to the playoff stage. Elsewhere, possibly here, possibly on someone else's channel, we will find out soon enough. We're going to have the Primetime Nibblers, who beat you, Random Man, to the Division 4D title, I believe it was. Or 4B, sorry.
Yeah.
Those Skaven are going up against REBBL Rage Quit. And that, I believe, is that a Chaos Dwarf team? It might be... It's Chaos Dwarf versus Skaven again, Metal. You won't want that one after yesterday. Metal's already gone.
When I played Primetime Nibblers, the coach is really good. Although I think I got little diced. That game managed to tie it though, because he left me a spot to run through while he was too focused on killing all my trolls. But yeah, even though I got a bit diced, he was a really good coach, and I can see him going forward from round 1. I even teamed him.
Metal might want REBBL Rage Quit. Arabi likes to foul. Bear that in mind. But he cast a Chaos Dwarf versus Skaven game yesterday. I don't think he enjoyed it. So there we go. Anyway, guys, I am going to go grab some food. I will be back in around 90 minutes' time. That will either be on my own channel or possibly co-casting with Metal over there. We're still working it out amongst sports reporters who's going to do what. So thanks for joining us. Thank you very much to Andy and Zunk for the raid. And the guys that stuck around from that as well. Hope you enjoyed the game as much as you possibly could, because it was a bit of a dicing. Let's be honest. Thank you to Metal and to Random Man for joining me for that.
Yeah.
And to everyone who hit the follow button as well. You guys are the best. All right, I will leave you with the headphone warning, and we'll be back shortly.
Bye-bye.
Ready, steady, boom.